TotalEnergies at this point has said that you are working towards a gradual suspension of activities in Russia. I want you to take this moment to clarify the mechanics of all of this, because essentially what we've seen is your competitors having written off their Russian investments, and I'm talking to the tune of billions of dollars. I'm talking about BP, I'm talking about Shell. Are you prepared to say that the business that you still have in Russia is worthless?
I mean, written off does not mean that you leave a country. Written off is just a decision in your account to say these assets are worth nothing. We do not consider, today they're worth nothing, because today they have no buyer, for sure. But you know, when you have, like me, $13 billion of assets, I have a duty with my shareholders to take care of the future of these assets. So clearly, what we said, and we are totally committed, we apply all the sanctions, we will not put a single new capital in Russia. The question for us is, what do we do with the existing assets? And these ones, I'm not ready to give them for zero to Russian people, to Russian oligarchs, or to Russian, because by the way, it will be the contrary of the sanctions.
But does that mean you consider working with President Putin in the future?
No way.
A man that is
considered
by the US president to be a war criminal.
No. I just told you that we'll do what I just say. It's not a matter of, no, we don't work with President Putin. I don't think that's clear. But make a difference, please, between Russia and President Putin. I think you have a Russian population today which will suffer as well from the sanction. But again, for me, it's a question of accountability and responsibility vis-à-vis our shareholders and stakeholders. These assets are there. I will not give them for free to Mr. Putin. Because this is what it means, living today. I'm giving my shares, I'm giving my plans. They will be super happy, my Russian partners, you know.
So you think BP and Shell made a mistake?
They do what they want, I'm doing what they want, you know. Each person does what he wants. I not comment.
Isn't there a worry to you?
But I don't know why would you say that they are right and we are wrong. It's not a question, for me, it's
because the Russians are slaughtering people in Ukraine.
But again, it's what is the link between the existing plants? The plants which are there are there. Let's be clear, we don't operate the plants. We have financed the plants. We are not there. They are operated by a Russian company, which can do it without us. So this plant will continue to produce, whatever I'm deciding. So it will continue to produce. I have, by the way, a long-term contract with this plant. The only way for TotalEnergies to exit of long-term contracts is to have the sanction from Europe to use force majeure. This is a reality. And this is a reality for my colleagues, by the way. You can ask to one of my peers if he still operates the LNG contracts on Sakhalin. It's still there. The contract is there. So it changes nothing of the decision. The question is, and by the way, you can write off, I'm not sure my colleagues have managed to find a way to exit. You want me tomorrow to sell for nothing to Russia or to Chinese interests? This is what you want me to do? I mean, so I understand perfectly, and I can tell you the ethics part of that. And we are absolutely against, and we firmly condemn the aggression of Russia against Ukraine. I have people in Ukraine. I take care of them. I have also people in Russia. But then there is a point where, again, the question is for us, how can we really dismantle this system without being accused in few months or year that we have just given that for nothing to Russian interests, which we are supposed to sanction. And I would like somebody to explain me how I'm doing it, and I would like my colleagues to explain me how they will do it. So again, the question of written off, you know, is just putting that in an exceptional results. It means nothing. The question is, what will be the consequence? Today, it changed again. These plants will continue to be run. This production will continue whatever we decide. So this is the most important. So I know the debate at this stage, and we also take actions. By the way, I'm not sure that many of my peers have announced what I've done Tuesday, that we don't purchase any more oil and diesel from Russia from the end of the year. I've never seen somebody say that and doing it.
So just to confirm, you would not do business with Vladimir Putin again?
No, it's clear.
Anders, I want to bring you in on this as well, because obviously you made the decision to divest, to get out of Russia, as so many other oil and gas companies have decided. Do you think that Patrick and TotalEnergies and potentially even the president of France, who refused to answer my question about that this week, could potentially be on the wrong side of history as a result of these decisions?
That is not up to me to decide. You know, when the war in Ukraine started, we saw we couldn't be in Russia anymore, and we announced that we're starting the process to exit on our four JVs. We have made humanitarian help to the Ukrainian people, particularly the refugees, through the Norwegian refugee kind of associations that helping with it. We have started the process, same as other companies. We stopped buying more oil after the decision, and now we're working to exit.